Hello and welcome to PlayStation Access. My name is Connor and these are the PlayStation Store highlights for Monday the 9th of March 2026. First up this week is the King of the Ring wrestling experience, WWE 2K26. Everyone's favourite fighting soap opera gets its yearly stats update alongside the largest roster ever, with over 400 youngbloods and old-timers to pick from. Obviously, this wouldn't be a WWE game without theatrics, so 2K have dialed up gameplay with expanded crowd combat and even surprise attackers, alongside new game modes and a reworked island for the 2026 season, all of which is perfect whether you want to relive throwing Mick Foley off a cell in 1998 or pummel your online buddies with a folding chair. WWE 2K26 slams through the table and onto the store on the 13th of March for PS5. Next up is the greatest 80s movie that never was, John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, a first-person co-op squad shooter inspired by the works of its namesake. Funnily enough, you don't actually play as the Toxic Commandos because the whole group hasn't agreed to that suggestion. But you do play a ragtag bunch of badass gun-toting warriors, and when you blow up the cargo you're supposed to be delivering to a zombie-ravaged wilderness, you end up infected with a mystery disease that can only be cured by killing the Lovecraftian terror residing there. So, fuel up the Humvee, grab your boomstick, and prepare your best death puns to annoy your three co-op pals. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando explodes onto the store on the 12th of March for PS5. Up next is the third-person action-adventure 1348 Ex Voto. The first game from indie developers Sedlio puts you in the shoes of Aeta, an idealistic knight-errant in desperate need of a new haircut. But when Bianca, your closest companion that happens to be voiced by Jennifer English, is kidnapped by bandits, you vow to return her to safety and kill anyone who stands in your way. Set in a stunning recreation of 14th century Italy, the heavy narrative and even more brutal combat of this dark tale is a must-play for fans of A Plague Tale and those that know their halberds from their pikes. 1348 Ex Voto lands on the store for PS5 on the 12th of March. Our last pick this week is a PS2 horror classic rebuilt for modern hardware. It's Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly remake. When twin sisters, Mio and Mayu, revisit the forest they played in as kids before it's bulldozed, they weren't expecting to stumble into an ancient ghost town. But hey, this is survival horror. What separates this series from others is the camera obscura, which requires patience and stillness to capture the souls of otherworldly entities. You know, the two things in abundance in a haunted forest. As well as completely overhauled visuals and modernised gameplay, this new edition has refreshed puzzles to make sure long-time fans will be just as stumped as they were by the original. Remember to collect those prints of Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake when it comes to the store for PS5 on the 12th of March. As always, make sure to browse the Deals tab for the latest wallet-pleasing offers, including up to 75% off in the PlayStation Deal Mania promotion. But be quick, as this sale ends on the 11th of March. Save 70% on the game that does exactly what it says on the tin, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii Deluxe Edition. Pick up Ninja Gaiden Master Collection for half price, and try not to put it down again when you get turned into sashimi. And for just $9.99, you can pick up Pacific Drive, the best and probably only post-apocalyptic buddy cop but it's a car survival driving management sim. For even more PlayStation goodness, check out the Accessibility Collection for a range of great games with first-class accessibility options. As always, you can see the full list of available releases and purchase all of this content online at store.playstation.com, with PS4 titles available through backwards compatibility on PS5. Please remember, all PlayStation Store content is subject to change. Subscribe to Access for these weekly store updates, PlayStation Plus game reveals, and loads more. Thanks for watching!
PlayStation